Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Red Wolves offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Looking for a man. It's short. He uncorks one deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Getting some heat. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Red Wolves have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down. Slings it. Soft spot in the middle. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Preston. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Holding, receive the team. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open at the 20. And he ran away from take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Second and short now after that completion. On the run, it's Drake. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Cantrell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Red Wolves are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Madden. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's short. Finds his big tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Wolves!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Makes his connection. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Safe completion on the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's fourth and short. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown tie. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quickly to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's second and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Alabama with a first and 10 here. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now second and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. They're trying to get to him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Second down after that incompletion. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive...
And the ball is picked off.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the 1st half.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The offense lining up for a first down play. He finds his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to move it through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt-covered unit. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Looking for a gap. It's Preston. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's short. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, the ground game. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Madden.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him, he'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes that Alabama offense. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's short. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Trying to hook up on the sideline, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Looking to throw, it's short. It's complete on the right side.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Out of the gun, the inside give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's short. He's right on target. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got the tight end. Lowers those pads. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today. And deep shot for the end zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
51, Arkansas State.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. To the air, it's short. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control. Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. He makes a grab. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Trying to surge it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Got it.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Flag 24. Easy.
From the gun. Fires toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Throws to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Line gets set. 1st down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's short. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a